Okay, so this school semester has kept me very busy with swimming and everything else, and so I've been lagging on my workouts, but I have been doing lots of lower body. So here we're going to start with some double-banded zombie walks. And these are some of the exercises that I love doing in the gym because people look at me and they think I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I promise you it's going to get you the results. I mean, you don't have to trust me. You don't have to do the exercises. It's not going to stop me from doing them and getting the results I want. And then this one's very similar, except for it's your tightrope walk. So you still have two bands on, and you're trying to keep your feet as parallel as possible, but you're fully crossing over. So you're going to get like a slightly different engagement in a different spot in your hips for doing one versus the other. So I like to do both variations. And going forward versus backwards is also going to switch things up. Again, you don't have to take my word for it. You can just try it out for yourself and feel the misery. All right, then we're going to move into some wall prisoner squats. So this one I'm trying to get my feet as close to the wall as possible, keeping the torso as upright as possible. And I notice here that I could probably open that right thigh just a teeny bit more, put a little extra pressure on the outside of the thigh. But all things considered, it's looking pretty good. Maybe a little lower than I need to be. I could keep my buns up a little bit higher, but it's good for improving your posture on your squat. And we're going to take it sideways to do our lateral step ups. And then you'll notice that before I drop down, I try to kind of hinge my hips a little bit. And this helps you drop into the buns a little bit more, take away from that quad dominance, turn it into a little bit more of that glute dominance. And you can do this with your foot staying up on the box, or if you're ready for a little extra work, you can bring your foot back down and back up every time for a little extra work through your hips. It was a very hot day, so I did not set myself up for extra. And then sissy squats. So for this one and another exercise, we're doing a three bears variation, which means you go all the way down, up a little bit, and you're coming up from three different heights. So you do what I call baby bear, mama bear, and papa bear height. And so you're working from three different ranges of motion, but you're doing the full stretch all the way back down every single time. And it is a great way to build up strength and endurance in your muscle. And then we have our good old-fashioned single leg press. Now on this one, there is a couple times that I snap my legs a little bit more than is needed, and I try to correct that as quickly as possible because we all know that we do not want to be snapping our legs as we're doing our leg presses. Nobody needs a knee to get blown out. So make sure that you're doing your leg presses with a ton of control. And you see that little tiny bit of paunch that's hanging up over the top? That's super fucking normal. Most people have belly rolls and shit when they sit down. So even if you look as lean as possible, boom, belly roll. Deal with it. You will probably still have skin rolls there, even if you're completely lean and have a six pack. So just accept that there's certain parts of life that are super normal and do your workout. And make sure you brace properly for your leg press, right? And then at one point, super duper hot as fucking shit, sweating all over the goddamn place. So had to lose the fucking t-shirt. And then we move into our second round of three bears exercises. So this one is going to be our reverse lunges. Now, like I said before, when you're doing this one, you're coming all the way down. You come up a little bit more, and then all the way up. And that gives you your baby bear, mama bear, and papa bear. And you do that several fucking times. And then you repeat it on the other side. And this exercise is the one that really took it out of me that day. Like, I struggled getting back into doing this one so many times because misery. Ugh. From here, we're going to get low, get low, get low, get low. We want to have a really low spot to touch down onto, as low as you can go without hurting your knees or your low back. And then you're just barely touching down and then popping up only about halfway. And then final exercise for the day on here was our side step cable squats. So making sure that as you come back up, you'll see that I slow that movement down a whole lot more, and that's to give you that resistance on your leg that's moving. You're also going to feel this on the outside cheek as well. Go get that work in.